All right, we're starting a new topic. We are starting adding and subtracting decimals. So you are going to get this out and glue it into your notebook. So we're going to zoom in here. We're going to learn how to add to decimals. The biggest thing I want to tell you to do is to line up the decimals. Line up the decimals. I am going to say that over and over again while we are doing this topic. Line up the decimals. Because every time I see someone struggle with this concept, it is because they did not line up the decimals. And it's actually pretty simple, but if you forget to do that, you can't do well on a problem. So when you add decimals, it is adding just like whole numbers, except you have to line up the decimal, if you haven't gathered since I started this video. So here we go. How far did Bob's hamster run in the maze on the odd number days? So 1, 3, and 5, okay? The steps, we are going to add 6 and 182 thousandths, 9 and 8 tenths, and 5. The decimals are all over the place, so what we would do is we would write it like this. Line up the decimal points. I'm actually going to highlight that. I want you to circle it. Draw a arrow to it. Circle it a million times. That is the biggest part that you need to remember. What do you need to do? Line up the decimal points. Okay, so we're going to show our work here. For whole numbers, remember the decimal point always follows after. You can't see it, but it's there, and we'll add it in there. Okay, so we'll line up the decimal points. Uh-oh, there's all these different places that are empty. What do I do? Then you're going to add 0 the hero. Fill in the holes. Where there's nothing, add zeros. You have to line up the decimal points, and that's what's the most important. Add 0 the hero. Then we're going to add like normal. But the first thing you need to do is bring down your decimal point. It should all line up. So now I'm going to add 2 plus 0 plus 0 is 2. 8 plus 0 plus 0 is 8. 1 plus 8 plus 0 is 9. 6 plus 9 is 15 plus 5 would be 20. So 20 and 982 thousandths. And if I was to check my work, I would do it again. So Jenny used the scale in science class to measure the mass of iron filings. The 3 samples were 1, 237 thousandths. I'm going to line up the decimals. 2 and 394 thousandths and 7 hundredths. Add 0 the hero and then add 11, 4, 11, 20, 4, 7. Bring down, I always do that first because I always forget. So make sure you do that. And 3. 3 and 701 thousandths. So that is our example of how to add. And Miss Sirota will have